What's up YouTube? Recently I got an amazing question on my Patreon community about long-term investing in the soccer card market, and I would love to share my perspective with you about this complex topic. But before we go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like on this video, thank you so much for that. It's the best way to show support. If you are a new viewer, also consider to subscribe. Let's go into the video and I hope you have fun. The question number one goes this way. I think you have already talked about this, but don't you think that many say they want to invest in the long run without realizing how difficult this is? Well, short answer, yes, and this is an amazing question, so thank you so much for putting this on the Patreon community. I'm preparing a long answer for you, but keep in mind this is a complex topic and I'm trying to push critical thinking into this, even though I will share my perspective with you. And the harsh reality, most people can't sustain pain. And this is normal. When the pain starts to increase, it's human to want to find a way to stop it. What pain I'm talking about? Long bear markets. There are studies that show that most people lose money on the stock market. That sounds crazy, right? Because when you look at most famous indexes in the world, the stock market has given a lot of money in the long term, in the long run. Bitcoin, although more volatile and recent, same logic. Magic cards, a market that I know so well, I'm talking about key cards of course, is exactly the same thing. Long run key cards have been going up. Why so many people lost money in Magic the Gathering? We know why. Most people can't sustain pain. The amount of people who want to be part of the market when it's in a bull run, it's staggering. And then everyone is a long-term investor. Of course they are. They feel good in the moment. I met a lot of people 2 years ago who told me that the soccer card market was the best market ever. The potential was huge, and they told me that they also understood my words perfectly when it comes to value investing in the long run. BS, with all the respect. Many of them are no longer with us right now. I said this multiple times. The key thing when it comes to value investing is a stable personality. Most people lack that. The answer to this question is short and simple. Yes, many don't know what they mean when they talk about long term, especially investing in collectibles. Why? Lack of education, lack of perspective, and a lot of times also lack of a stable personality. Let's move on to something that I think is quite interesting. You guys know I've been collecting Magic for more than 20 years. I feel like I have a lot of perspective when it comes to Magic cards, especially price history. So I have actually a second channel that you guys may not be aware, where I talk about Magic the Gathering, other TCGs, and this was a slide that I showed there a couple of days ago. Looking at prices for Black Lotus Alpha Edition, you can see that in 95, The Duelist, this was a magazine at the time, was selling, or this case was pricing Black Lotus as 275 USD in 95. The game was released in 93. In 95, this card was already, I would say, quite expensive, 275 USD. In 98, the card was going around for 400. Same magazine and they're pricing the card this way. Scry Magazine in 2002, $500. Star City Games 2005, 1K. This Black Lotus you are seeing on the screen sold a couple of days ago, this month, for 63K. Yes, in this raw condition you are seeing on the screen is exactly this card. This could be, I don't know, PSA 4, PSA 5, PSA 6, not the best grade by any means, but what you are seeing on the screen, you saw a steady growth. Something that honestly we lack in the soccer card market. We need time to build that steady growth. That being said, this is long-term perspective. This is being patient when you need to be patient. You may tell me, yeah, but that's easy because things are going up all the time. No, that's also not true. Things are not going up all the time. Hey guys, quick pause on this one. Hope you are enjoying the video, but I want to share two things with you. The first is my Patreon community. If you love this type of videos, you probably love my content on Patreon. I put a new Q&A every week there, and I also put extra audio that you can call a podcast on Saturday. If you join Patreon right now, you have hours and hours and hours of content. It's actually quite crazy. Link below the video if you want to join. In this case, link on the description. The second thing is my Discord server. Amazing place to interact with me, amazing place to interact with other collectors to learn about the soccer card market. We are more than 900 members and we are growing super fast. Link also below the video, check both, and now let's continue with this one. I think another good example could be the Black Lotus Beta Edition. If you bought this card in 2015, the price was around 10k. If you try to sell the card in February 2018, the price was around 7k. You can see you lost money there, even talking about a card with great fundamentals. Of course, I'm picking data. Of course, this could be an example that you can extrapolate in different ways, but my point still remains true. Understanding time, having a notion that investing in the long run, you really need to be patient. The market will have ups and downs, and that's quite normal. You have to look at a macro perspective that needs to be 5 to 10 years. If you think you are buying a card right now to sell in 1 year from now, that's very risky. You are investing in the short term, in the mid term, and that gets quite difficult to predict no matter the market. When it comes to collectibles, even more. Right now this card sells for 32k. Can this card go down? Of course. Can this card also go up in the long run? I think that will be the most likely scenario, knowing that the rarity is so strong, knowing that even the other fundamentals are quite amazing for a card like this. Do I think this will happen in soccer, in sports cards? I think so, but it will depend the cards you are speculating. If you have cards with great fundamentals, rarity being the most important one, I think that could be a scenario that you should expect, that you should believe, as long you did your homework. I'm not gonna do it for you, but you get the point. Now, understanding time. I actually have a video about this on my YouTube channel that I will play right now. I actually thought this video was quite underrated on my channel. It's very short, where I explain you my thoughts about time, where I think time is so difficult to understand, but in the other end, we really need to try to understand time. So let's play the video. What's up, YouTube? Today I want to talk about time. Understanding time is key when trying to speculate on the card market or any market. Time will always be your best friend and your worst enemy. There is no way around that. Probably the most difficult concept to understand in the market is time. To be fair, it's the most difficult concept to understand in life. I fail all the time. Sometimes you believe in a market, but you don't have time to put your bets. Other times you try to time the market, but your timing fails you. Understanding time on speculative markets separates good investors from bad investors. I already gave up on trying to time the market. Instead, I will put time in the market. Timing the market questions time. Time in the market accepts time. Time is my friend, not my enemy. At least I hope so. Time is more important than value. Time owns value. You find value, you don't find time. Talking about cards, manufactured scarcity, funny enough, tries to fight time. Organic scarcity accepts time. And at the time I'm recording this video, both work. But what about the future? Well, only time will tell. Trading time for money is what everyone does. I do it, you do it. But it's really a bad trade. But you need to do it. You make more money as long as you have more time, but you don't buy time. Time seems like a really bad guy, right? Well, I'm not sure about that. Think about this. If you feel really sad right now, with time, that will pass. Like I said, time is also your best friend. But if you bought your best card today and you are feeling amazing, well, with time that feeling will go away and you will put more time into the hobby, chasing for that old time. It's a cycle. The time you spend on this video will never come back. Thank you for spending time listening to me. And if you have time, leave a like. Bye.